To you Taurus out here, hope y'all are having a great day. So you Taurus have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and you Taurus have the King of Cups. So move this in. So for you Taurus, right, this is a situation for you where the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the King of Cups is really about how you have a king and a queen here, even though they're from different suits. So this could very much so be kind of a connection that a lot of you Taurus may observe, right? That maybe you're just different from some of the people, obviously, that you're getting to know, right? That the value system is different. And that no matter how much it is that you try to ignore it, this ends up being really the centerpiece of what really is happening here, at the fact that you are really different from the people that you interact with on a regular basis. Not a lot of those individuals really care to be responsible or care to be upright or to do some things the way that you choose to do it, right? And so because of it, they can end up being very wild, right? They can end up missing a lot of values that really should have been addressed. And see, the thing about it is that, but again, you have the World card and then you have the Emperor. So like it's like sitting on top of the world, right? It's like having world domination, you know, having the world in the palm of your hands, basically, right? When you get these cards too close to one another and they're right next to each other. So the world is about, like, yes, it's about gatekeeping, right? Making sure that you're safe, yourself is safe, and taking care of yourself and all of that. But in this reading, it's also about how the world just seems to be open for you, for whatever it is that you want to do. You know those times, you know, things get so good to the point where it just seems like you just control everything. You know, you just run everything. And this is a time for you where it's one of those times. You know, things seem to be going quite well, and it seems like you run everything. So take this and run with it. Don't, you know, let the ego get inflated. But I mean, like, from the perspective of, you know, again, the reason why it is that relationships are difficult for you to get into, obviously you still have some things that you have to work on, right? For some of you. But for others of you, maybe it's because you're just too good, right? Because I've talked about it before, that it's the goodness that turns people off. You'll be thinking to yourself, well, what exactly is going on? It's the goodness that turns people off, you know? Because at first I thought it was my physical appearance. I was like, dang, you know, I'm striving to get my stuff together. You know, I know I got some things I got to take care of, but I'm striving to get it together. You know, my pockets ain't this, you know, my face and everything. You know, striving to get it together or what have you, or whatever. And, you know, I just used to, it really used to hurt my feelings, because I was like, dang, you know, what is going on where I'm really trying to figure out, why is it that, like, people won't hang out with me or whatnot, you know? You know, and then it's like, they like me, but they won't be caught with me, hanging out with me. And then again, I had to figure out on my own that it's the goodness. It's the goodness, because it's the goodness that turns a lot of people off. Because I was like, because what happened is that it's the idea that no matter how great you are, because the thing is that at first they made it seem like I'm just not that person, right? This is why it is that I sat tired that I'm not him. And this is why it is that I embraced it for people who've been here, right? I've talked about, I'm not him, I'm not that guy, right? Because I'm not. And the thing about it is that regardless of whether you think of me as being that guy, right? Him, handsome, intelligent, and something else. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that I'm not tripping about being him in the first place, right? Like, you know, that's not going to go to my head, but I'm not tripping about being him in the first place, because it's like the thing is that they made fun of me and kind of alluded to I need to become better, and then I do work and I put in the work and I'm doing better, right? But now that I'm doing better, I'm still not coming up on any luck. The problems are still persisting. So it's like so it's just that I'm able to break it down and understand what I'm looking at better compared to how I used to. I'm able to make heads or tails of it. And it's like it didn't change. And to a certain extent, it may have gotten worse in certain ways, right? Now, people who are weird before, they're getting worse as time go on. So you're going to have a weirder experience when you socialize, right? So the thing about it is that the emperor represents how, basically, you shouldn't be changing for other people. The king, the emperor also is a person that, again, runs what's happening, right? The emperor is, everybody is on the emperor's land. Everybody's just paying rent, basically. There's one giant landlord and is able to employ people in the form of knights, and you dig what I'm saying? So the Page of Wands now in the Justice is about how, and since that's the case, hold on a second, just to make sure that everything is copacetic. Okay. What's up? Just to make sure that everything is copacetic, yo, just to make sure of my surroundings, because it's always something moving. But anyway, so for you, Taurus, right, the Page of Wands and the Justice right here represents, because this is why it is now, in these videos, I tell you, but I also tell the zodiac sign that I'm reading for, if it pops up, you have to learn to be good with being single, because the thing is that you came up, but people didn't tell you it directly. Some people may have, but it was an implication. It was implied that if you upgraded yourself, people want to rock with you. But when you see, even when people say that they want to rock with you, they choosy. And what I mean when I say that they choosy is it's all about usury. It's all about standing next to you because you fly right now, you hot right now. So it's like people don't want to admit that they rock with you. It's an ego thing. And then even when they do admit that, they only doing it to use you, to get something from standing next to you. It's only coming from a place of usury. So the thing about it is that this is why it is that I encourage y'all, like I'm encouraging you now. You have to create your own destiny. And what I mean by that is your whole self-worth can't be wrapped up in the entirety of relationships. Sure, you, Taurus, could be looking, but at the same time, you can't get yourself so caught up in it to the point where, you know that you are a lion or a lioness, a functional person, a person that has healed from certain things, is continuing to heal, and then you just, you just basically, you wanna, and then now you fall down into the rabbit hole of woe is you. You don't want to do that, right? You want to understand what type of time it is. World is in a space right now where, I've said this before, it's the goodness that turns a lot of people off. It's the goodness. It's the fact that you doing something upright and honest is what turns them off. It's not even what it is that you think. It's because, see, people will say that it's all of it. It's really the fact that it's the goodness that turns a lot of people. It really is. Because, obviously I'm not perfect. So what is it about me where I could be the conventionally unattractive, right? Like I'm not a 10 or whatever. And then it's like I'm still able to have that kind of attention. It's because it's the goodness that turns a lot of people off. Some of you will be like, well, what about all the stuff that you've been through? Because it's the goodness that turns them off. And then some of you, Taurus, will probably be like, yeah, but I want somebody that lasts forever. But the thing about it is that I can't guarantee that. No one can guarantee that, because people are choosy right now. It's all about usury. And if you are not because what it is if you're not new, if people become too accustomed to you, if you're not constantly being seen as new, and what I mean by that is showing up, disappearing for a little while, showing up again, that's how you keep yourself new. If you're not new, if you're not money and flashy and stuff like this, if you're not brazen, out there, right, bold, flashy, people knowing about your business, right? You kind of have to have people kind of in your pockets a little bit, low key guessing about how much money you make and what you up to, and how you getting it popping and everything like that or whatnot, or cracking or whatever. Then in society's terms, you lame if you're not doing that, right? If you really like to keep things private between yourself and what you got going on, you lame, right? People won't even give you a chance. Even if you could have $1 million, but your ego is different, where you have really worked it out in that way where you don't have to tell people that you got money, that you have revenue, right? Like you have ways of actually moving around. So why I'm saying all this is because don't allow what it is that you see to discourage you, for real, for real. And the thing is that the strength now and the hermit right here represents how, and since that's the case, it takes it, you Taurus, it's saying that you Taurus have to be very strong. You have to be very sturdy and stable in who you are. That's one of the lessons that I had to learn, for real, for real. Is the fact that I have to really stop listening to what people are really saying, and stop watching what it is that they doing and thinking that their whole heart is into it. Because a person these days will tell you that they love you, cheat on you, and then don't want to lose you. When they lose you, cry in the car, right? Crying the whole car, and then at the same time won't stop doing it if they would have ever meet somebody new. So it's like, and then the thing is that the Tower now represents a lot of people are just dysfunctional right now. The best thing for you, Taurus, to do as of right now, even though you out here looking, is to continue to be self-sufficient, but also still understand what's going on in here, in the heart, and in the head, and learn to really interpret both of those things. And as long as those things agree, and learn to really heal from the trauma, and to make sure that future trauma doesn't make an impact on you that will mess up what it is that you're trying to build. Past, that's what it is that you're supposed to be doing. That's what it is that everybody's supposed to be doing. Past that, still get to know other people, still try your hand trying to see if other people are serious or not. And like I said before, the more time goes forward, is the more emboldened you're going to be, because you're going to see, okay, you could bully the game. You could, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of bully things a little bit, because it's more so about like, and what I mean when I say bully, I'm talking about you can turn this socializing into whatever it is that you want, because now it's a sense of you realize that a lot of people are scared, living in a world where people are scared. People can do all this disrespectful stuff and still be scared on the inside, and cowardice, scared because of the fact that they don't live correctly. They live in foul. And here you are, you're the fool. You've become, people will consider you to be an idiot, a fool and everything, but you've become emboldened. You've become something else, right? You've become something different. You've become an idea. The fact that you are okay being in a relationship and stuff like this, and looking for love and trying to be in a relationship and everything, not be afraid to do that. And you're not allowing certain things to really affect you, as far as, people's, skewed perception of you. That puts you, that makes you dangerous. That puts you in a very powerful position, because you're not afraid of those things. And a lot of people are going to respect you. And I'll be real with you, they're going to fear you for it. Because to you, you look like the devil to them. You look like a person that is unafraid, and they're gonna, and the truth is, they're gonna paint you out as that. So let's clarify the Tower, which is Scorpio. It wouldn't be a Taurus reading if there was no Scorpio. The Knight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Hermit, and then you have the Hierophant, which is Taurus and Sagittarius. The Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands for you, Taurus, speaks to how a lot of you very much so are just, again, brave, right? Knight of Cups, while other people are not going to be. Five of Pentacles. And you're doing your thing. You know, everybody's going to do their own thing. Cowardly people are going to act like they are brave, and you're going to be brave and just move with caution. You know, you're going to move because a lot of this stuff in this world is not what it appears to be. It's flipped. You feel what I'm saying? It's flipped. You know, wise people move sheepishly. You know, they're not scared by any means, but they move with caution. You know, they keep their ear close to the streets. They understand what's going on in their environment. You understand what I'm saying? As opposed to cowardly people, they're all blinded by their environment, right? They think that because they have a reputation or they're known, that people are not going to try something, right? And that's not true. So I'm saying all that to say that the Hermit and the Hierophant represents, just remember, Taurus, who you've become, right? You have become transcending. You're doing your own thing. You don't have to worry about, you know, some people trying to ruin your value, as long as you don't let them ruin your value. You know, so that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You Taurus are still gonna get out here. You're still gonna try to talk to other people. Not try to, you still are. Don't get discouraged, okay? Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K subs. Leave a comment, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. I have like 15,534 subscribers, so all of that stuff will most definitely help. Come through and get the reading, the birth chart reading, the books that I have on Amazon, and the merch. The link to all of that will be in the comment section below. It's called a Linktree link for all the people who are new. Appreciate you.